Hello students and welcome to you all. In today's session we are going to study about Geography chapter number 1 Environment. You have already studied about this topic in your previous classes also. So let us see more about this topic in today's class. First of all, the word environment has been derived from a French word environner. So what is the meaning of environner? Means the neighborhood, or we can say that environment where, or I can say the surroundings where we live in is considered as our environment, isn't it? That you have studied in your previous classes. Now we'll see about their topics more. First of all, the components of environment. The first point says the earth is made up of several components. These components include natural, human-made and human. So especially three components. One is the natural component, second one is human-made components and third one is human components. The natural environment consists of biotic and abiotic components. You already know this. Biotic means abiotic as in your EVS as well as in science subject. We will learn detail about this in the following slides. First of all, as I told you, natural components. You can see a picture also attached to that. That is earth spheres. Let's come to the point number 1. Natural component is made up of natural component, or you can say natural environment is made up of lithosphere, okay, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. So there are 4 spheres. So that is lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. You can see all that in the images in the given picture. Lithosphere means it is a sphere or layer of rocks, then atmosphere, the layer of air, hydrosphere, the layer of water and biosphere, it's a mixture of all, okay, where we live in. Natural components are naturally existing in our environment. So what is natural components? They are naturally existing. Since they are naturally existing in our environment, they are called as natural components or natural environment. As I told you, hydrosphere already there. So water everywhere, it is a nature's gift. Then lithosphere, that is the layer of, or I can say earth or land, or it is also a gift of nature. Air, without air we cannot survive, isn't it? The examples given in the last point, like air, earth means lithosphere, water and all living organisms are considered to be natural component, or you can say natural environment. The second one is human environment. What the picture you are seeing, that is same that is there in your textbook also, page number 2. So while reading you have to refer this. Okay. Human components are also referred to as society commonly. Human means society. Society means it's not like garden society, garden city society or something ABC society where we are living in a particular area. It's not our address. Society means where the people live. Association of people. So they are called as society. So human components are also referred as society commonly. Many groups such as individuals group, it may be group of family, it may be community, समुदाय बोलते हम, religion, it may be economic I can say group, it may be education group, it may be political group. So totally they are all considered to be human. One point we have to keep in mind, that whether it is individual or family or community or religion, everywhere we will be able to find only humans, not the animals or not any other component like, or I can say trees, forest, etc. So everywhere there is individual, or I can say human beings are found. So it is a human component or it is also considered to be human environment. Now let's see the next slide. Natural environment is, as I told you in the very, I can say in the second slide, that they are broadly divided into biotic and abiotic environment. So in that also biotic is also there and abiotic. You know very well that all living organisms, whether it is plants and on animals, including the human beings, they are coming under the biotic components, whereas non-living components like land and water, they comes under a biotic component. Now, as I told you, natural environment. So there are different, or I can say, spheres like lithosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere and atmosphere. We are going to each one point in detail. The first one is litho. Litho means rock. Okay. Sphere means layer. It is derived from the Greek word, and the word is lithos, meaning rocky or stone. Either you can call it as a rock or a stone. That means litho. It has that meaning in Greek word. It is primarily the rocky and stony part covering the whole earth surface. First of all, the earth surface where we live in, isn't it? Where we are balancing our body. So primarily it is made up of rock or stone part, and on which the interaction of other geospheres happen. Other geospheres means whether it is hydrosphere or atmosphere, biosphere, that happen. Basically, one common platform is required, that is lithosphere. On lithosphere, or I can say, we will be able to find the hydrosphere also and atmosphere also. Yes, where we live in, we are able to drag the water, we are able to breathe. For that breathing purpose, we no need to go either deep into the water or up in the air, isn't it? For breathing purpose, is it necessary to go up in the air and to breathe and to come down? No. For drinking water, should we go deep inside the earth, then drag the water? No. So in the lithosphere itself, you will find hydrosphere as well as the atmosphere. That little sphere, that is called as biosphere, that I will explain later. So the term was coined by, so who coined the word lithosphere? Is coined by Joseph Barrel in the year 1914, who first studied the motion of the lithosphere movement. Motion means movement of lithosphere over a molten layer, that is asthenosphere. So that is extra knowledge is given, information is given. Now coming to the second domain of the natural environment is lithosphere. Continuation only, lithosphere. First of all, yes, lithosphere only. This was the extra information. Yes, now we'll come to the point as given in your textbook. It is the top hard layer of the earth. It is made up of rocks and minerals covered up with the soil, and landforms that exist are mountains, plateaus, plains and valleys, etc. And landforms also cover the ocean floors and provides us with forest, grassland, land for agriculture and human settlement. This is all about a brief introduction about lithosphere. Yes, it is the top hard layer. It is made up of rocks and sands and minerals, and with this soil. It's a mixture soil. Different or I can say region, you will find different types of soil. The soil quality is not found uniform all over the world. Then landforms exist. It may be in the form of mountains. Somewhere it is mountains like in Himalayas. It may be plateaus. It is Deccan Plateau. You are very aware of it, well aware of it. Then plains, northern plains, valleys, etc. Landforms also cover the ocean floors. Yes, so ocean floor का नीचे भी landform है. So maybe in the form of mountain also sometimes. Okay. जस्ट टेक फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल जस्ट स्विमिंग पूल. ओके, स्विमिंग पूल तो जितना भी डीप हो बट इसका जो बेस है तो दैट इज बेस इज देयर, इजंट इट. ऐसा नहीं कि कुछ भी स्विमिंग पूल का नीचे तो कुछ तो है, लेयर है एंड सॉलिड लेयर है और उसके ऊपर पानी है ना. ऐसे ही कुआ में भी ऐसे कुएं होते हैं या लेक्स होते हैं और रिवर्स होते हैं. इट हैज सम लिटिल और बेस. The rivers you can easily see that while traveling on road or on railways and all, you can see that especially in summers the rivers are drying up. Only the river in middle portion it is flowing and rest of the area it is totally dried up. And you can see that the depth of the or I can say or the land or the उसका base भी आप देख सकते हो. The same thing is there. Ocean में भी है but we are not able to find it out because oceans are so deep and it never dries up, and that is the reason that we are not able to find out the base of the ocean. And the landform, the lithosphere also provides us with forests. Sometimes it's with the grassland, means covered with grasses, and some are very much suitable for agriculture and some for human settlement. Settlement means where the people settle themselves, okay, in the cities and all. Next, come to the hydrosphere. It is the domain of water, and water bodies are like rivers, lakes, seas, oceans, etc. And water is important for all living organisms, whether it is or I can say human beings or plants or the animals. And the same is given, that image you could see is a total amount of water found on the earth is called as hydrosphere. Next one is atmosphere. It is a thin layer of air surrounding the earth. Earth में हवा है तो इसके चलते we are able to survive. अगर हवा नहीं होंगे तो हम भी नहीं रहेंगे, isn't it? It is held to the earth by its gravitational pull. So gravitation के वजह से it is held on the earth. And it consists of gases, dust and water vapor that we are going to study in detail in the coming chapters one by one. And it protects the earth from the heat of the sun and the harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun. And what is now biosphere? You can see in the image also atmosphere भी है, hydrosphere भी है, lithosphere भी है. एक small sphere है जहाँ atmosphere भी है और एक ऐसा बीच का section, तो that is called as the biosphere. It is a narrow zone of the earth where land, water and air interact with each other. That is called as biosphere, and we are living in this earth because that is small. Where we people are living, that is called as biosphere. Then what are human environment? The second one component is human environment, and the third one is human made environment. Okay, human environment, change in environment by humans. What are all the changes made by the humans in the environment? Early human life was simple and dependent on nature. Of course, he was not aware of any technology, knowledge, study, education, etc. So he was simply knowing that whatever he was getting from the environment, that only he was using. Like it may be the, I can say, roots or fruits or any herbs for eating purpose or by killing the animals. Like that he was surviving. And that's why he did not made any damage to the earth. People then learned how to grow crops, then domesticate animals and live a settled life. That you have studied. Slowly they started how to grow crops and domesticate. Domesticate means what? To पालन करना शुरू किया and live a settled life. Then invented that wheel, the invention of wheel occurred. They started to produce more food, and then the barter system. Barter means exchange of goods for goods. Okay, अगर मेरे पास राइस है, आपके पास wheat है, but we don't have money. So if I want wheat from you, I will give my rice to you, and from you I will get that wheat. And the other person, if he want rice, he will exchange that. Means exchanging or I can say goods for goods, not for money. That was called as barter system. And because of that, trade and commerce emerged. Then occurred the Industrial Revolution. It happened in the Europe in the year 1700 और 70s के बीच में इंडस्ट्रियल रेवोल्यूशन होता है. मतलब इतना because of the, or I can say invention of wheel and all, many equipments arrive होता है, and because of that more and more, or I can say products emerges in, or I can say because of the machinery and all, more and more new products are easily made. Okay, that is industrial production. For example, earlier people used to weave everything by hand. Now when the, or I can say sewing machine was invented, people started now stitching instead of weaving. Okay, earlier hand stitching was there. Now they converted or shifted to machine shifting, or I can say stitching. Yes. Then occurred Industrial Revolution, which made the large scale production, which helped the faster the transport. Then we had an emergence of information technology, that is IT sector. Now everything is IT sector में अभी आपको कुछ भी manually करने की ज़रूरत ही नहीं है. Everything you can, or I can say do it because of the, or I can say IT sector. Maybe earlier people used to go to that बिजली का बिल भरने के लिए, गैस का बिल करने के लिए. Now everything is possible online, या टिकट बुकिंग करने के लिए, रिजर्वेशन करने के लिए, या फिर on the highways for the collection of tolls. Now everything is digitalized because of the information technology or IT, through which communication become easier and made speedy transportation. Communication हो गया. Earlier people they used to send messengers in the form of pigeons, and later on by letters and post and all, and now with the mobile phone we can interact with any person easily at any given point of time, and because of that the communication or the transportation has become speeder. And this is the, in your textbook it is given about human environment, and one more thing is there, that is ecosystem. What is ecosystem? All plants, animals and human beings depend on their immediate surroundings, and they are called as our they are also interdependent on each other. They are called as ecosystem, or this relation between living organism as well as the relation between the organisms and their surroundings form an ecosystem. That I'll explain while I am conducting the online class. So thank you for listening to me, and stay home, stay safe, as well as take care of yourself, plus read the textbook as well. Thank you and have a nice time.